Part one. In today's video, I'd like to share with you the things that I stopped doing after I turned 65. And I really hope that you're going to watch me to the end of this video because number 9 and 10, they are the absolute best. So let me introduce myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Pam. I'm a 69-year-old grandma to 8 wonderful grandchildren and a wife to Kevin. And I have been retired since 2020 from a career as a nurse practitioner. For years, those were the things that defined me. I'm working on my own identity now, and I'm still not sure exactly what that is, but I am working on it daily. So, welcome back to my channel. This channel is Growing Older and Living Bolder. And today we're going to start a brand new 3 part series, and it's called What I Stopped Doing After the Age of 65. So, turning 65, a lot changed for me. First, there is that awareness that, wow, I'm really getting old now. And I really am a senior citizen. So, I get all those great discounts now. I felt like someone quietly handed this permission slip to stop doing lots of things that I never really wanted to do or that never mattered to me, but I just did them out of obligation. So I started living in a new way that feels a little bit lighter and maybe just a little calmer and honestly, just more fun now. My anxiety levels, they are way down lately. So today we're going to dive into the 10 things that I stopped doing after the age of 65. Some of them are pretty serious, some of them are kind of funny. Some might even make you say, "Wow, Pam, I'm feeling that way too." So settle in, grab your coffee with me, and let's talk about the things that I finally let go of. Number one, I stopped chasing perfection. Somewhere around the age of 65, I realized perfection was really overrated and I felt like it was a scam and I'd been subscribing to it for decades. And I always was trying to be the perfect wife, the best mom ever, the best grandma, homemaker, gardener, chicken mom, plumeria, whisperer, all of this kind of stuff. But don't kid yourself. I do still aspire to be the coolest grandma ever. And that's still high on my list. But none of those things on that list could I do well because I was doing too many of them. But now, if the bed is made most days of the week, wow, that's a win for me. If I make this simple dinner, maybe just a bowl of soup, like a toasted English muffin or whatever I feel like throwing together, that counts for dinner. And my hair. Oh, please, don't judge me. I am no longer so worried about what people like, if they like the style, the color, or the length. I just don't care about the comments anymore because this is just me. Perfection, it's just so exhausting. Letting go of it feels like a deep breath. And letting go now, it really allows me to feel better about the choices that I am choosing to make. Number two, I stopped feeling like I had to say yes to everything. This was a big one for me. The younger me, especially before 65, I felt like I had to say yes to everything I did, especially when it came to family stuff. I worked a lot, so it was always really stressful trying to get all those yes things done. And I tried to say yes too much to the point that it created a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety in me. There were always those birthdays, the dinners, the errands, those school events, and the mom, can you help me with this? And grandma, can you come to this? So the younger me, it would always say yes. And even to my detriment. And even though I was working, I would do it. And honestly, I do love being involved. I just love it so much. I love showing up for things. I love doing things for the people that I love. But after 65, something did shift. I realized that I could do all the things that I want to do. And I like being able to pick and choose based on my time and my energy level and what feels right for me that day. I do not like saying no. Still, that's not who I am. But I do love knowing that I can say no without feeling guilty and without worrying about who might not like it. And the funny thing is, being able to choose freely, it actually gives me more quiet time with everyone. Because when I say yes now, it's a heck yeah, joyful yes, and a wholehearted yes, not a pressured one that causes stress. So I still do plenty of those yes things, probably more than I've ever done because now I'm retired and I have time. But I don't feel bad if I can't do something. And that freedom, it feels so wonderful. Okay, let's talk about number three. I stopped ignoring my body signals for years. I pushed through everything, pushed through those fatigue, lack of sleep nights, no time to do anything, getting up early, going to work, all the aches and pains, stressful, busy days, mile long to do lists that never got shorter. I treated my body like it was a machine that could just keep going. Kind of unbreakable, but after 65, I did start taking more pride in listening to my body. I like paying attention to what it needs. I like taking care of my appearance more now. My health is a big priority. And yes, my weight is really high on my priority list. I like the fact that I actually finally feel that I'm healthier now than when I was younger. For 20 years, I struggled with my weight. It was always subpar. And it caused a whole lot of issues for me health wise. My health now, it's really high on my priority list. And I say, if my knees don't feel good that day, we're done with whatever it is. And I stop. If my back gets a little stiff, I just sit down and I sit for a while. If my brain says, you need a nap today, I really don't argue. I like exercising more now than I ever did because I see the priority of it and I see what it is good for and how good it makes me feel. I enjoy my daily walk more than I ever have. I try to keep hydrated and I take my supplements now pretty much on a daily routine. I rest more than I did in the past, and I like to have days where I just relax more. Listening to my body, it just feels really good to me. Number four, I stopped keeping things for those just in case moments. Oh, the just in case era. I recently did a video on someday items. That was a good one. Items that we keep for the day when we just might need them. That's what someday items are. I had these backup items for my backup items. I had extra towels for everything, extra pans, multiple pairs of new gardening gloves that I seldom ever used, extra everything. I could open a small store called Pam's Just in Case Emporium. But, after 65, I realized that clutter, it just was not comforting. It was so heavy. I felt like I just could not breathe. It caused me such extreme anxiety and stress. So I now make it a priority. I am trying to declutter little bits every day. Makes a big difference. I am still nowhere there, but I am trying more than ever. I am trying to let go of those things that I'm not using anymore or I'm not loving them so much and not remembering why I even own them. Trying to remember that my focus now is on a simpler life. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm making progress. And progress, it really feels so good. We're halfway through, so let's move on now to number five. Number five is I stopped pretending that I don't need help. That's a good one, too. I used to think that asking for help meant that I was really slipping and nope, mom can do it all herself, no matter what. I do it myself because no one could do it as good as me attitude. Mom does it best. Now I think asking for help is just being smart. I stopped pretending that I could do everything myself. So sometimes if Kevin asks me not to lift the heavy bags of chicken feed, I wholeheartedly agree to have help. Not that he should be doing it either, though. It's heavy for him also. If one of the kids offer to help with a project, yes, please. If that neighbor comes over to carry something for me, God bless you. Asking for help doesn't make me less capable, it makes me more connected. Number six, I stopped worrying about what others think. Yeah, that's a good one. This one is so freeing, but this is a hard one. We are so tuned to want to please. And consequently, worrying about what others think. I just stopped worrying about what others think of my clothes, my hair, my garden, my chickens, my plumeria obsession, and even my YouTube channel. Yep, also my YouTube channel. Sometimes I feel like that my family just doesn't think I can do this YouTube thing. Like they're waiting for me to get bored or give up. But you know what? If they really know me, then I wouldn't bet against me because they all know that I'll probably succeed because I really hate being a quitter. I'm tired of worrying about what everyone else thinks about things. I'm doing this because I like it. It's fun because it brings me joy, because it connects me to something that I feel like I can be good at. I just can't worry about everyone's opinion anymore. I'm still a really good listener, but now I'll make the decision based on what's good for my life, considering Kevin also. And at 65, I'm finally living like my opinions now count. Number seven, I stopped rushing through my days. Before I was 65, I lived like I was late for something every day. Actually, I think I always was late for more than I was on time for. I was always rushing, always multitasking, always squeezing one more thing in. Well, consequently, I really didn't do anything very well back then. Everything was fragmented, and I didn't do a good job at anything back then. I just did enough to say the job was done. Half finished craft projects, a garden with all weeds, a half learned piano song or two that went on for several years. Well, now I savor slow mornings, gentle routines, that nice cup of coffee on the patio with Kevin and listening to the beautiful birds sing. And I love watching Nala do her morning patrol like she's head of the neighborhood security. Shall we go laying down? I stopped rushing around. Life feels softer when you slow down enough to notice it. Let's get to number eight. I stopped buying things instead of experiences. I used to buy things to feel prepared, to be organized or accomplished, but things don't fill your heart. Experiences do. So now I give myself more of what I have to my family because I enjoy that. I enjoy great walks in new places. I enjoy traveling and seeing something new. I am back to gardening and growing my plumerias again. Kevin and I were boondocking in the Sprinter van when we find time, and I have more time with the grandkids when I want it. I get more time with my chickens too. Yes, they count. Remember, they're often considered my emotional support pets. So after 65, I stopped accumulating and started adventuring. And the memories, they feel so much richer than anything that I could buy. We're almost to the end, and I want to thank you for hanging in there with me for these two, though, are the best. Number nine, I stopped ignoring joy. This is a big one. I sacrificed so much joy in my life for necessity. Joy just used to be something that I squeezed in when I had a little time. Now it's something that I just prioritize. I need to find some joy in every day, and I cherish it. And I am thankful for what I have. And I'm thankful for what I've made my life. It brings me such joy. I make space for it. even if it's small, even if it's silly, even if it's something only I understand, like the thrill of seeing a new plumeria bloom or the finding the perfect strawberries and growing my tomatoes. Yeah, sounds kind of ridiculous, but here we are. Joy is medicine, and I take it daily. Thanks for staying with me all the way to number 10. I saved the best for last. Number 10, I stopped comparing myself to my younger version of me. Yep, I had to stop comparing myself to what I did when I was 40-year-old or what I did when I was a 50-year-old or the fact that I could hike all day and I could still cook dinner myself. This season of my life has its own beauty, its own wisdom, its own rhythm, and I'm not who I used to be. I don't even want to be that old person. Actually, I am an old person. I think I meant I don't even want to be the old me. And that's not a loss, it's an evolution. And this is the new, improved me. And honestly, I feel like this version of me is what I want. So, just a few closing comments. So, those are the first 10 things that I stopped doing after 65. And I know it's quite a list. I quit doing these things not because I'm slowing down, but because I'm choosing a quieter, calmer, lighter, more intentional type life. And if any of these things resonate with you, then let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories too. And I love knowing that we're walking the season of life together. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a little encouragement today. And don't miss part 2, because the next 10 things I stopped doing after 65, well, let's just say they get even better. Some of them might even surprise you. Some might make you laugh, and a few of them might make you say, "Oh, Pam, I need to hear that." So stay tuned, because growing older, it really is living bolder. And this is our time to shine. Part 2 is coming next, and you won't want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. See you soon.
I already did. Get it, Nala. Go get it. Get the water.
Embracing this life, it's finally mine.
Stay there. You're going to get a bath.
Here's to the grace. So let the world watch. I'm staking my claim.